Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, as you can see on your screen, is a Shannon Sharpe update. Okay, it appears that lawsuit has been settled. I did do an earlier video breaking that down. I'm going to link that in the description, but let's dive right in.
What type of bullshit is this? So the 20-year-old OnlyFans model that hit Shannon Sharpe with a $50 million lawsuit says that she is now retiring from OnlyFans after settling the lawsuit with him. I know precisely exactly what this means. It could only mean one thing. Let's take a look and see what she had to say. She says, "Today I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." Shannon Sharpe lost. You got double crossed. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. OF motto and 5. The only reason she is able to retire OF is because Shannon Sharpe, you lost the lawsuit and paid her a crazy bag. You put her into retirement. Not gonna lie, if this was me.
So guys, as you can hear from this content creator, it looks like she got her bag. Now, I will highlight the fact that some people feel that she set him up, that she blackmailed him, she exploited him. My whole take on this is I'm glad she got paid and I hope she uses her money wisely, has good people around her to help her invest. I have a couple reasons for that and I'm going to go through some of them. A lot of them were in the earlier video I posted about this situation. Essentially, my view has always remained that he had no business dealing with this young lady. He was somewhere in his mid 50s. Let's be generous and even say 53, 54. And she was 18, 19. Let's be generous again and say 19. What do they have in common? Absolutely nothing. So he lost, let's even say, attraction. Okay. But you choose not to have that with someone closer to your age, but instead you, in my opinion, prey on someone in her late teens. There's no way, if you have any ounce of common sense, that you think she's with you for any reason other than your money. Shannon Sharpe's not the most attractive person, let's be honest. He looks his age, maybe even older, depending on what photos or videos you're watching. So the fact that he or people who support him are of this narrative that she exploited him, manipulated him, he had no business dealing with someone that young. That is repulsive, okay? And it just goes to show that predators like he is, and in my opinion, he's a predator. I know that the allegations have not quote unquote been proven because they ended up not going to court and they settled. But if even half of what she alleges happened, that's horrible, in my opinion, okay? People have come for this young lady's looks and questioned, she's an OF, so she must be out for money. How is she going to be out for your money if you don't engage, if you don't dabble in such nefarious activities? Okay. So, yes, I completely support the fact that most likely in a criminal court of law, because money and power talks, she may not even have got a conviction if her allegations are true. So, at least she got paid because we saw with PDD, we all know how that case ended, but at least Cassie got paid. So, that's my energy for this whole situation. Now, I want to take us through to a lawyer that breaks down that situation because some people are saying that the case was dismissed. It wasn't.
Shannon Sharpe just quietly settled a $50 million, say, an SB lawsuit, and the case is now officially closed. So let's break it all down. I'm an attorney and I read what happened, so you don't have to. Shannon Sharpe has reached a resolution with the woman who accused him, ending a legal battle that began earlier this year. Her attorney, Tony Busby, posted the news on Instagram writing, "After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution." He added that all matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. That means that the case cannot be refiled in the future. The terms of the settlement haven't been made public, and neither side has issued any further comment. Now it's resolved behind closed doors, with no trial, no public testimony, and no official findings. So that brings this lawsuit to a close. But let me know if you have any comments.
So she clearly breaks it down and she explains what dismissed with prejudice means. It wasn't anything from the judge. It was an agreement between the two parties. And as you saw here, there was this comment that said, "You only settle when you're guilty." 637 likes. 1,000% I agree with that because I'm even certain that Shannon Sharpe came out with a video where he said, "She's blackmailing me. This is slander to take down a powerful man." And he said he was going to defend himself. And now you've settled. Guys, it's giving guilty. No, this is another good breakdown. Let's have a listen.
I'm not a lawyer, but after all of this back and forth with this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit, you know the one of the Jane Doe accusing him of assault, SA, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Well, just that quick, it looks like the lawsuit will be dismissed with prejudice, meaning it can't come back. Tony Busby, who is the attorney representing the plaintiff, the Jane Doe, in this matter, just released a statement saying, quote, on April 20th, 2025, the Busby law firm filed a complaint in Nevada making several allegations against Shannon Sharpe on behalf of our client. Both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. So the documents have not been filed just yet, but what's key to note here is based off of this statement, Shannon Sharpe and the plaintiff agreed to dismiss this case. This wasn't a dismissal that was handed down by a judge. It was the two sides agreeing that maybe we don't have to go to trial on this one. If you're in my Patreon, I'll post.
So I like that she made that very, very clear. They both agreed to this. And I'm only bringing that up to highlight the fact that to me, it smacks of guilt on his part. But what do I know? Okay. Because, of course, it didn't go to trial. So the allegations remain alleged. But why would you settle, ruin your good name? And to that effect, I want to highlight this comment here where it says essentially, if he was just going to pay, why let it come out? The damage is done. Yeah. And that's the same energy this comment has. She got her coin, but he lost his good job and decent name. Personally, I'm glad it came out because I'm all for calling out these predators. And, you know, a lot of this goes on away from public scrutiny because it seems, and I broke this down in the last video, that a lot of celebrities in his circle knew what was up. And he was even advised by the actress Monique that he needs to date women his own age on his own podcast, the Shannon Sharpe podcast. There's a clip of that. It's also on this channel if you want to see that, guys. So again, let's go through to this. Was an interesting breakdown as well. And I'm highlighting this content creator in this video because a lot of people in some of the comments seem to think that she wasn't paid a lot. That doesn't make any sense. Why retire from OF if you didn't get the bag? Okay.
Y'all, they said Shannon Sharpe didn't even want to watch the video that baby girl had incriminating him, making it look like she didn't do it willingly during negotiations, that he didn't even want to watch the video. And how much do you think he gave her? Because she was asking for 50. He was offering her 10 before she came public. So I think she personally got about 30. I said she realized she don't need no big black baby because she going to a big black bank because she got a big black fool that fell for that right there, man. Let me tell you, that is ridiculous that she probably got a good 30 million. You saw that she announced her retirement at a cool, what, she 22, 23 years old, you know, just retired off a fool. Ain't that something? How you just retire off a fool? He probably has not given his own children 20-30 million dollars. You know what I'm saying? But here it is, this girl, because you wanted to be foolish, man. Crazy.
And there's a comment here, I'm just going to highlight it. And I've seen videos talking about this, the fact that when Shannon's own biological daughter, and I mentioned biological because the OnlyFans model who sued him and he just settled the lawsuit with could be his own daughter in terms of age. She's that young. I can't help stressing that. But anyway, I believe his biological daughter is even older than she is. And a lot of people have said when his biological daughter got married, he only gave her a couple few $1,000s towards the wedding. Now, I'm not saying that she may not have had all the money she needed to plan her wedding or he's right or wrong for doing that. I just highlight that to show the fact that he would rather play silly games, be a predator, engage in nefarious deeds, and lose significant wealth rather than even be generous to his own offspring. I hope that's clear. That's where I'm coming from by bringing up this comment here on the screen. So honestly, he gets no sympathy from me at all, not a single drop, okay? The last video I want to highlight and play.
Man, I don't know one single 19-year-old. As a 25-year-old man, I don't know one single 19-year-old. Not one that I could name. And I think if you're 23 and above, you shouldn't know any 19-year-olds either. Unless they're family, of course. You know, we all got siblings and cousins and, whatnot. But Shannon Sharpe is a 40, 50, 60? I don't even know. He old. He up there. That's unk. That's unk. And I had a lot of respect for bro. But 19, bro, is crazy. That's kind of diabolical. That's very lustful. That's kind of disgusting. And just like with the amount of wealth and fame and success you have, why would you put yourself in that situation? Like, you just saw your world crumble right in front of you just because of lust and such a bad decision. 19-year-old? You're not on first take anymore. Millions of dollars, a lawsuit, just your image. I don't see a point in this. I don't see a point in this. And even if you don't want to date your age, you want to go a little younger. Okay. What happened to the 40-year-olds? 45? 19, brother? That's crazy, man. Make some better decisions, people.
I 1,000,000% agree with this content creator and dropping gems of wisdom. But hey, these sort of predatory men are out there with money, with power, without money, without power. It's terrible. I wanted to highlight this comment here on the screen. Can we keep the same energy for Leo DiCaprio? I completely agree with you. It's Chelsea Simone. Yes, we need to keep that same energy for the Leo DiCaprios, the Shannon Sharpe, all of them. And then this comment I found hilarious from Going Places 143. He's probably got shoes older than that girl. That's hilarious in the sense of it's disgusting, but it's likely true. So I think, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know there's this school of thought out there. Some of his supporters, he got played, he got exploited. But I feel like nobody can take advantage of you, especially at his level of stature and power, unless he opens the door, opens a window, unless he engages. And not only did he engage, because this wasn't giving like, some kind of mastermind scheme. He went after this teenager, and now I'm supposed to have some sympathy for, in my opinion, someone that comes across as a predator. No, I mean, I think oftentimes in the court of law, if her allegations are true, powerful people get away with misdeeds like this, okay? Because yes, it's allegations, we'll never know the truth because they settled. But if even one of those allegations, let alone all of them, are true, then maybe her only recompense and form of justice was a financial payout. We see that a lot where victims come forward, they don't even have a leg to stand on in the court of criminal law. And if you can manage to get some sort of justice in the civil courts, and I say all that to say if he's truly innocent, then he shouldn't have settled and he should have fought it out in the court system. But if you disagree, let me know why in the comment section. If you think he paid out more than 30 million, which is what I'm thinking, 30, 35, let me know. If you think he paid less, why do you think so? If you've enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more of this type of content. If you're a returning subscriber, hi and welcome back. Stick around for more videos like this. Until the next video, bye guys.